Okay, we need to talk about this. Things are getting absolutely insane, everyone. They're clearly trying to start World War III before Trump gets in. So look at this headline: Britain and France not ruling out deployment of troops to Ukraine amid concerns Trump could withdraw US military aid. So we saw what happened with Biden. He approved the long range missiles to go into Russia. And they're clearly just trying to escalate things and start World War III before Trump gets in. It is absolutely insane. But what do you think? Let me know down below. So I'll go ahead and dive a bit deeper here, everyone. So I'll go ahead and highlight this here for you. We can see Britain and France are not ruling out deploying their troops on ground in Ukraine over fears Donald Trump could withdraw American military aid when he re-enters the White House in January. So talks over sending British and French troops to help with Ukrainian counterparts are said to have been reactivated after France suggestions earlier this year was shot down. So that's exactly right, and we've already seen mercenaries found that are being paid by Ukraine and France allegedly, and now they're wanting to send troops on the ground. But with a second Trump presidency fewer than 2 months away, Western Europe's two nuclear powers have begun to reconsider. So discussions are underway between UK and France regarding defence cooperation, particularly with the aim of creating a core of allies in Europe focused on Ukraine and broader European security. This is a British military source told French outlet Le Monde. So that's right, discussions are on the way regarding their cooperation, and we know these two they are very draconian in how they run their governments, and they're not very popular at all. And when asked about the possibility of French boots on the ground in Ukraine, France Minister of Foreign Affairs told BBC, "We are not ruling out any option." He said, "We will support Ukraine as intensely and as long as necessary." Why? Because it is our security that is at stake. And that may be true in the long run. We don't know how far Russia is going to escalate things, but I highly doubt Russia would try to take on the whole of NATO. I think for now that is very, very unlikely. And we've seen what happened with Hillary Clinton in 2016 with the Russia thing with Donald Trump. They clearly don't like Russia. They don't like Russia not playing along with them. They don't like how much resources Russia has, and they're clearly going after them. So each time the Russian army progressed by 1 square kilometer, the threat gets 1 square kilometer closer to Europe. Okay, well, again, I highly doubt they would invade Europe. He also insists that the West should not set and express red lines on their support for Ukraine, and hinted that French long-range Scalp missiles alongside American ATACMs and British Storm Shadow missiles could be fired into Russia in the logics of self-defense. So let's keep reading. Okay, they're saying self-defense. Well, it looks more like NATO are antagonizing Russia. But on the other side of the Atlantic, Trump's team has distanced themselves from sending US personnel to Ukraine. And again, I'm sure if you're from the US, UK, France, you're just a normal person, the last thing you want is World War III to happen, and then all of a sudden you get drafted and have to go fight for these politicians that don't care anything about you. So one ally of the president-elect told Wall Street Journal, "We can do training and other support, but the barrel of the gun is going to be European. We are not sending American men and women to uphold peace in Ukraine. We are not paying for it. Get the Poles, Germans, British, and French to do it." Well, that's right. The US can't keep getting involved in all these conflicts around the world. However, NATO bigwigs have warned that there will be no just peace in Ukraine without American boots on the ground. Last week, Estonian Foreign Minister Margus told the Financial Times, "If we are talking about real security guarantees, it means that there will be a just peace. Then we are talking about NATO membership, but without the US, it is impossible. And then we are talking about any form of guarantee in the meaning of boots on the ground." So they know that without the US, it's going to be very, very hard to win a war against Russia. Any US involvement would doubtless only heightened warnings that the World War III has already begun. And Trump is trying to stop war, trying to negotiate peace. But do you see, the UK Prime Minister or France Prime Minister trying to negotiate peace talks? No, they just want war. Just days ago, Ukraine's former military chief said a third world war was already underway with China, Iran, and North Korea standing openly beside Putin. Well. What do you think, everyone? What do you think about this? I definitely don't want war. I don't think anybody wants war. But these leaders are being very foolish and are escalating things when we need to de-escalate. Let me know down below. Bye.